tries to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They have themselves another 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. You're going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do and support that win. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Lamar now from the gun. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. This will be caught by Adams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Chase Young bringing him down there. 3rd and just 2 to go. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Carr with it on 1st. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. From the shotgun, Carr. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 30.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Adams. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He's going to keep it this time. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's 2nd and goal. Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Najee Harris, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This New Orleans offense readied up for its 2nd drive of the contest. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion left. Carr now on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. This one's taken in by Hill. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. A tight end in motion now. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Cooper DeJean with the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
At the Eagles' 33-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints pushing for a late spark before halftime. They kick the running back in motion. Connects with Johnson. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First and 10, here's Jackson. This one finds Goddard. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. They get 6 and a first down as well.
First down, Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Goddard makes the catch. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10 now from the 30. Motion man left is Brown. Lamar throwing again. Fits it through the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Jackson yet again. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They motion a receiver left. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
Kick over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in Houston, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Devin Singletary, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The New Orleans offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They'll send him over right. Carr with it on first. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Carr. This is complete to Olave. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Cooper DeJean with the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Carr here from the gun. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing again, it's Carr. Gets this to Johnson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Eagles and Davante Adams getting set for another look here. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Jackson's gonna throw again. He's got it to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Najee Harris. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Running back sent in motion. And again, it's Jackson. Hits his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Cut at the 10-yard line. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down from the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Saints, nothing.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The New Orleans offense set to go now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Wilson's got it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Saints ball as we start the 4th, but any efforts might just be futile facing that deficit. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Into traffic, complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. That's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Completes this one to Hill. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 17. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
That's caught for the first. Touchdown, New Orleans. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's on the move. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
It's Harris on the option. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on 1st. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. This is Harris on 2nd down. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Lamar out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The kick by Hopkins is good, and that makes this a 3-score game. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory.